Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast. No more excuses. Yes, I am your host, Sandy Ballard, the Badass Business Coach. I appreciate you being here, for listening, for investing in you, and yes, sharing the podcast with others. Don't forget, as always, to check out my business Facebook page, Badass Business Coach, LinkedIn, and message me or email me, sandy@sandyballard.com. And let me know where you're listening from, because it's always fun to hear from you. And like over the weekend, I got to meet longtime listener Steve Andert from Arizona. Honestly, I can't believe it's mid-August already. But thank you to Steve and his wife, Christine, of the Picture Lady Photography. They came from Arizona to take the photos for my upcoming book, soon to be published, titled Leverage. And we had a full day of photos on Saturday. It was so much fun. And that's why this is a little late, because I was tired yesterday and didn't get the podcast completely done. So it is what it is, but I'm not giving up, right? And I can't wait to see the photos. And, again, thanks to Christine and Steve for coming from Arizona. And if you want to see a little teaser of the pages of the photos, check out my Facebook page or LinkedIn or Instagram. And yeah, it's exciting to finally think, after a few years, I'm finally about to publish my fourth book. I set it as a goal this year. Hadn't really set it as a goal, talked about it. Again, that whole talking about things without a plan, it's just a wish, right? But this year, I set it up as a goal, and I finally got it done a little bit later than I expected or wanted, but I did it, and it's close. It's just as soon as I get the photos from Christine, no pressure, it'll be done. It's already it's already edited and ready, right? I didn't give up. What I did was I practiced what I preach. I made the book a priority. I let some admin stuff slide and some, research on some things go down to the bottom of the priority list. I got a virtual assistant so I could pass off a few things that was clearly becoming not a good use of my time. And it's what a lot of the podcasts have been about this year: organizing, not giving up, reviewing, staying focused, digging deeper, and everything else you need to do to achieve bigger goals. And specifically, last Monday's podcast was about reviewing your to-do list, what's not getting done, what's not a good use of your time, and figuring out who could help or how to pay for it. Yeah, learning to leverage other people's talents, skills, and superpowers. It's pretty much what the book is about. And then having the time to focus on what you want and need to do to help you grow your business or career. So what'd you come up with? What needs to get off your to-do list? Who did you figure out can help? As I mentioned last week, I'm getting a virtual assistant on. I have gotten her and started passing some things off, and more things lined up for next week. I have a lot of shit that's no longer a good use of my time, and that's what we all need to look at. That's what we all need to do and review and see what's on our list that's really just eating up our time, making us stressed out and overwhelmed. I heard from a few people about what they learned during their reviews and what they identified, that they really didn't need to be doing themselves anymore. And one said, hey, this is why I have an intern. Why am I not using him? And there's also trust, or lack of, is a big reason why people don't pass off tasks. I've heard from clients over the years, it's easier to do it myself. Well, my reply is, but at what cost? It may be easier for you to do it, but why are you holding on to things? Why aren't you handing them off? And if the answer is anything surrounding the concept of trust or confidence in the person or people you have around you, then maybe you want to look at that who's around you list again. Remember we reviewed the who a couple weeks ago? Well, but I have to say, I'll say many times, it's more of a control issue on your end versus trust. Not that the person is incompetent. It's been your baby for so long, it's hard to let go. But trust me, it's so freeing to not have to do all the shit yourself. Or perhaps you did pass things off and it got screwed up, or the person didn't get it done on time. Ask yourself, did you properly train or inform the person you are having help you? What needs to be done, how, and by when? Yes, setting up clear expectations. As I've talked about before, you can't just assume someone can do something or knows how to do something, especially the way you need it to be done or want it to be done. And remember, a few weeks ago, podcast 332, I talked about being open to new ways of doing things. If it's okay, looking at what's more important, the process or the end result. Sometimes it's one or the other, sometimes it's both. And if it's the case, then you've got to take the time to train, provide clear instructions on how to do what you need help with. Passing off things may require a bigger investment of time at first, but in the long run, having those things off your to-do list will feel amazing, right? So what have you finally gotten off your to-do list? How does it feel? For me, it feels great to have that book off my to-do list. Well, mostly. It's edited, it's formatted, it's uploaded to Amazon, just waiting on the photos, which are now taken. And, so we're just probably a week or so away from hitting that approve button and having that book titled Leverage on the bestsellers list. And yes, I'm going to need all of your help. So listeners, I'm going to need your help. And when it's time, I'm going to be clear on my ask, and I'm going to be clear on the details of what I need help with. All right? So just be ready. All right? Yes. So share here, direct message me, email me at sandy@sandyballard.com. What have you gotten off your list, or what do you need off your list? What do you need help with? So you have the time to focus and move forward towards your bigger goals. And as always, if you just can't get it done or figure it out, contact me, message me, email me. Let me help you achieve your goals, all right? And so you can stay focused and motivated to do more than you ever thought possible. All right? Have a great week. I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.